kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right, come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five, who you kidding? Yeah, it's your mans and them, it's your mans and them. Ladies, you can pull up, we could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh, we could joke about life. Gut shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's your mans and them.
What up, y'all?
You are now watching Your Mans and Them live. I'm your man's Gus the Third.
I'm your man's Bello.
I'm your man's Austin Phillips.
I'm your man's.
And I'm Shakespeare.
Yeah, just changing up their voice. They got mics now.
We here another episode.
We done upgraded.
Upgraded.
We got 2 new mics.
2 new mics. All right. I hope y'all see the vision. We all about to have mics.
Hey,
You like hearing your own voice?
I do like to hear my own voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
I think your voice changed a little bit too. Like you talking a little bit
Because
different.
I hear myself. It's
So you trying to sound more sexy now?
Nah, this is just how I
because he
sound.
knows he sounds like a loser.
How y'all doing tonight?
Good, man. Can't complain. Life is good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel great. Hey, my man.
My fault.
Yo, shit. Hey, nigga, I just got out.
Damn, how did I miss that?
Yo, chill. Yo, chill. I just got out of work.
To talk about the weather.
Damn, I missed
No,
that.
don't talk about the weather.
Chill.
In the waves.
Yo, it's cold as hell. Ain't it cold as
My ass
hell?
don't got no fucking heat on and
Why
shit.
are we talking about the weather?
I'm fucking cold as hell.
It dropped down to like 20 degrees.
It really did, out of nowhere.
Right down.
Oh, but now you want
Yeah, word, right? He said his voice
Because
changed.
it's,
It really
first
did.
of all,
Oh, yeah,
it's
it
mad
did.
cold. Why are you sweating?
I always sweat, nigga.
Hey, well, you can't even talk, boy.
This nigga whole fucking arms and shit.
Well, I'm fucking black today.
This nigga got leaky arms and shit.
Leaky arms.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Have y'all all seen
We not on the
T.I.?
road. What are you talking about?
Yo, take the mic.
Have y'all all seen the situation with T.I. and his daughter?
Yes.
This shit is
Alright.
taller than me.
You
You
could
could adjust it from the bottom.
I'll say.
Sure. Let me adjust your mic for you.
You're doing that double fisted over there.
Hey, come on, man. Mature. Be mature.
Yeah, I mean, I seen it.
Alright, so what
Everybody
happened?
seen it.
So what happened?
So basically, I don't know if he was on a podcast or an interview.
I think it's a podcast.
It was a podcast. He said that he takes his daughter to the doctors for checkups, and he asked the doctor to see if his daughter's hymen is annually. So he does every year to see if his daughter's hymen is still intact or still, the same.
So I think the real important part is his daughter's 18 years old now.
His daughter is 18. She's a grown woman.
He never said he did it this year.
He said when she was 16.
When she was 16 the last time we spoke.
He said he still does it though.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, first of all, do y'all believe it? Like, do y'all feel like it's a publicity stunt for his podcast, or do y'all feel like
Why?
I think he dead ass.
He does
yeah, because he went into depth of like it was like when he asked the doctor why he's with basically saying like she's giving me her consent, like he's making sure that because the doctor always says you don't have to tell him because you're 18 or whatever,
right.
Or like it's
and plus,
so you think it's publicity or no?
No, I don't think it's publicity.
He's a whole rapper, and he's not like a bad rapper. He's a good rapper, and he's been in movies, TV shows.
Yeah, but publicity can't hurt.
Bro, that's the last type of publicity I think.
Yeah, I don't think it's publicity.
Yeah,
I just heard like people saying it, like rumors, people saying like it might be publicity
because people are losers.
I don't know. But as for taking my daughter to go,
like, would you do it as a father? Like, would you want to know if your daughter is a virgin or not? Would you trust that she knows what she's doing based off the values that you taught her?
I would hope I have the type of relationship with my daughter that she would be able to come to me when she does lose her virginity. Or at least come to mom.
Oh.
Come to one of us.
Yeah, have the conversation.
Yeah.
Let's talk instead of like forcing it, like I want to fucking know, like I'm checking your shit. Like that's real. I feel like it's kind of creepy. Like I don't know if I would go that extreme.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I'm hoping, I'm very confident that you trust me and trust the vibes that I rate you on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't
Trust the
like,
vibes.
I don't feel like I need to check your hymen anyway. You can't really check your hymen for that anyway. But I don't feel like I need to do that.
That's the joke he said. He said that all the sports and things that would probably break your hymen. He said that she don't do. So
she'll ride no bike, she'll ride no horses.
She don't do nothing.
I just feel like he's a hypocrite for doing that. That's just
why?
Why you feel like he's a hypocrite?
Because the man has not been faithful in his relationship. Why all of a sudden check your daughter's hymen for that cause when you stepped outside your relationship?
But what does him and his relationship?
But I just feel like, why are you checking on your daughter for that when you probably smashed other people's daughter? Just
kind of weird.
It was.
I mean, is he not? Was he not?
I mean,
that's the same age as him.
It's like, yeah, I'm out here stepping out your mom's, but I want to make sure you're not having sex.
Good.
I guess he's doing his due diligence as a dad, though.
Yeah, I feel like that's just due diligence.
I don't think.
Why does he care so much?
But it's not like you have to smash her. Like, can you hurry up? I gotta go check my daughter.
Do you think that somebody can be a good father and trash at everything else? Like, it can be trash with the relationship with the mom.
Absolutely.
But it be the greatest father ever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So
you could be a trash. I know, like. I don't like certain people, but I can't deny that they are amazing fathers. Yeah. It's just
wait a minute. So you don't categorize a dad being good to the mom as part of being a good father?
Sometimes
that's actually being a good father.
Yeah, that's actually
I think it adds on to it, but sometimes relationships don't work.
Exactly.
No, but it's different about how you go about your relationship.
Yeah, but like it's your kid's mom.
Yeah, like first of all,
I'm not saying to disrespect the mom.
But I mean, we just said we would disrespect.
No. But what I'm saying, when I say disrespect, I mean like throwing dirt on the mom's name, or or putting hands on her, like shit like that.
So wait, if you telling me that a person who's married and cheats on his wife is not disrespectful to that person?
It's absolutely disrespectful.
Yeah.
So it is disrespectful. You're right, but I don't see the correlation with him.
How is that
with his
because if he's reprimanding his daughter for cheating, and if he's cheating, that correlates.
That's right.
He's the pot calling the kettle black.
That's
type.
what I'm saying.
But if
she's not cheating,
your children see what they pick up. So if she gets in a relationship with some dude that's gonna cheat on her, she's gonna accept the fact that that's reality. But
he's not out there busting hymens. He's out there.
How you know?
Yeah, how do you know that?
How you know?
I mean, he wasn't. Yeah, we don't know.
We can't speak for that man.
I think the thing really is.
How old is T.I.?
Nigga, you Wikipedia that shit.
Turn this mic off.
I told too much truth.
As a father, I wouldn't do that. I would
Thanks.
I would hope to establish enough trust with my daughter that way, like, you know, I just wouldn't want, even if I don't trust my daughter, I wouldn't want to know. I would just wish for the best and hope that, like, she has a good relationship with her mom. If she's not comfortable with talking to me about that, she has a good relationship with her mom.
How would you feel if she told you that she's not a virgin anymore?
How does she tell you?
No, I mean, like, okay, maybe there's two ways of telling you. Maybe you catch her in the act. Or maybe
what?
Yo,
or maybe she tells you, like, hey, Dad,
You always thought about that, though.
I'm no longer a virgin.
Like if I ever caught my son or daughter in the act, like I'm gonna wait till they about to finish and then stop it. Like, yeah, nigga, blue balls.
That sound bad weird. That sound bad weird.
Nasty.
That sound
It's gonna
bad
sound
weird.
bad, but the reaction I would have,
For your
the
son.
reaction I would have for my son is definitely
Okay,
different.
blue balls.
Yeah.
Don't fucking dump down my shit.
No, what you gonna say?
This nigga Drew got the fresh line. You see this nigga?
Oh yeah, the reaction I would have with my son is definitely different than the reaction I would have
Wow,
with
so
my
you believe in
daughter.
a double standard then?
Absolutely, we have double standards.
We
There are double
acknowledge
standards.
that it's a double standard,
Yes.
but you're saying you believe in it.
Yeah.
You say you
There are-
enforce your double standard, like you.
No. I'm saying my initial
That's what you
reaction,
said, though.
like my feelings seeing my daughter getting pounded out, is different from seeing my son pounding someone.
Oh, I was about to say what?
No, they said. Comedian once said that. One of the comedians said.
Would you rather see your son get pounded out or your daughter get pounded out?
Whoa.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm not gonna answer that. That's crazy.
Why you not gonna answer that?
Nah, that just sound weird. That
what
sound
you-
weird.
It's a valid
Nah.
question.
Legitimate question.
Y'all want to be involved in?
It's a legitimate question.
You answer first.
Melody, what's up?
That's not the side I want to see.
That's exactly.
So
On
then
both
answer
sides.
the fucking question.
I don't want to see
fucking
any
say.
side of
Come
it.
on, Craig. Come on, Craig. Answer the fucking question, Craig.
Hey,
Damn.
hey, homie.
You looking like somebody, homie, nigga. Damn.
Homies. Nah, but I wouldn't want to see none of that.
Nice.
As a father, I don't think I want to be involved that much in my children's sexual
So
life.
you just don't want to
Oh,
know.
sexual life. I thought you say
Like
I
I
involved in my
don't. I think
children's
there's. I think as a father,
Okay,
I mean, as a parent, I would believe that there's boundaries. Like my parents didn't really tell me about like sexual education. I learned that on the streets. So.
This nigga actually some hard criminal life. I know that was the street.
Oh, you learned that in jail?
Nah, hey, you learn about sex in jail. Whoa, that's crazy.
Nigga
Huh?
said I learned that on the streets.
Nah, but see, y'all. Nah, that's an actual question. Y'all had the birds and the bees story when y'all was younger.
No.
Did
I
y'all
had
learn in
I had the
school?
conversation with
Honestly,
my mom mad late.
West Indian parents really have a hard time talking about
Sex.
sex. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's kind of something that comes
Taboo.
afterwards.
yeah,
Like,
it's more like when
Like when you had the kid already.
I mean, that could be it.
Maybe.
That could be it, but more or less like you're an adult now.
Yeah.
So like, it's like, are you having sex?
They'll hint. They'll do things like hint towards it, or they won't really say it. But the conversation wasn't had with my mom until later on, and then it was more so a conversation about condoms,
Yeah.
like using condoms, using protection. Yeah.
That's the conversation.
But I learned about sex through porn. If I'm keeping it a buck.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid, that's how I learned about
What
how
age?
sex worked.
Wait, they didn't have a sex ed class?
They did, but I knew about sex before that.
Yeah.
They had a sex
Wait,
ed
what
class in
happened
high
to the-
school. That's
Yeah,
when I
that's
started.
what I
That's
took
when I
sex
had
ed
high
in
school.
seventh grade.
I took a junior high school.
Yeah.
That's when
I think junior high
that's
school,
an
yeah.
important date
Yeah.
time to take it.
I said high school, not junior high school.
Oh, I
Because
seen
people
yeah.
was having sex in elementary school.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Shit. In my daycare, they was having sex.
Oh,
Yo,
I'm dead
what
serious.
is wrong with this show, bro?
I'm saying, bro. Huh? Nah, the kids.
The kids was not having sex
Yeah,
in daycare.
I vividly remember.
Alright,
It was like,
so-
hey,
so-
shut up.
so-
It was,
no,
alright,
no,
hold on. These two kids.
Bro,
They was,
daycare?
yeah, there was these two kids.
Come on, son, we don't wanna
Under,
hear
it
this shit,
was,
son.
shut the fuck
You
up.
shut the fuck up.
Bro,
You talking about dry humping?
daycare?
Look,
You talking about dry humping?
Yo,
listen,
you know how old
can
kids
I
are
get
on
this shit
daycare?
out, please?
let's tell his dumb ass.
Damn. Alright, so I was in room
Disgusting,
6.
You probably
I was in room 6. I think I was about 8 years old when
Yeah,
it was. It was these kids that was just a little too
Nigga
close
said that
to
was
each
a
other.
special ed room.
I ain't say that.
Alright, so I ain't say that. They can record it. But it was these kids. It was a girl and a boy, right? They was real close.
I would hope.
They was really close a lot and shit. And they got caught under the table naked. Well, that don't necessarily mean they was having sex.
Bro, are you serious, bro?
They was doing something.
Yo, go ahead.
They got banned from the whole daycare.
How old was this?
They got banned from the
handcuffs. I never seen them again after that. But it was like, they was like 8. No, I was 8, so they're probably like around 7, 8 years old.
Wait, you was 8 in the daycare?
What? How are you 8 years old in daycare?
Nigga, what are you talking about?
They to do that shit this whole time. Take off my poop, I'm gonna snuff you.
Wait, you was 8 in daycare?
Somebody smacked this nigga.
You was 8 years old in daycare?
Yeah, it turns to after school as you get older, but
No, I ain't talking about after school. You was 8 in daycare?
yeah.
So like first grade daycare, that's where you was at.
Think it was.
Okay.
Think it was.
First grade
lunch,
daycare. Yeah, like after school, whatever like that.
How you feel
Daycare is to
about
help
back in
you can
daycare?
watch it.
First of all,
First grade is
daycare
not
is.
Alright, we really got off the topic.
Yeah, you said some stupid ass shit.
Hey, y'all would have let me get the point across instead of trying to argue with me. Would have been there. See, this is my problem. Yo,
When I was young,
men in America.
there was
Let's
2
get back
kids
on topic.
naked under the table.
Tasia says, "Shut up."
Tasia.
Shut up.
So how do y'all feel how do y'all think his daughter feels? Or how do you think a girl would feel if her dad not only for her dad taking her to the doctor and checking her hymen, but just being the figure that you are, being you're a celebrity and you kind of put her business on Front Street like that.
He could have kept that story to himself.
Yeah, because she probably didn't even have a big problem with it until he said something like publicly, and it's like, shit.
Oh, you heard she was liking people saying, "Oh, you're wrong," or "That's not right." Like respect as a woman. She was out there liking it on Twitter, like liking the comments.
I spoke to a couple women too, and they was like, They always like, that's messed up. Oh,
so they're not with it.
Nah.
There was some people that actually agree with what T.I. was saying.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I mean, it's your opinion. I don't agree with it, but
I mean, we can't tell him how to raise his kid. That's the thing.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Could
I don't think anybody can tell someone how to raise their kids.
I mean, you can give your opinion.
But he could have respected her privacy.
That yes, definitely.
But some people believe, like when I was younger, right?
Your mom told you you ain't have no privacy?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when you live in somebody's house, you ain't got no privacy. All the doors open. No locks.
When you 18.
He said, "When you 18."
I mean, like, what was he gonna do if he found out she wasn't a virgin?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Like, what was he gonna do?
Banish her.
The only thing he's probably gonna say, "Oh, you can't get no money." Like, that's mad whack.
Yeah, what was he?
That's so fucking whack.
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
I guess he would stop.
Yeah, give me all
supporting
your fucking social medias.
And then another thing that came up was like, yo, you can have a hymen and still be a hoe. Like you could be like.
That's why it both start with H.
You gotta, T.I., you better start going to the dentist.
Go to the dentist.
Wow. Wow.
Hey.
She said, "Look, there's a lot of
other things you can do out there."
I knew. I knew a couple.
Don't say we.
Listen,
I knew a couple students in high school. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I knew a couple chicks in high
they
school.
be like, I belong to the church.
The Spanish girls.
She said, "I'm a virgin, but my booty ain't."
Wow.
Not me, a girl.
We say that.
Wow. I knew a girl.
There was girls that was doing that.
Yeah,
They did that.
They like
In
it.
Catholic school, they do that.
They like it in extinct.
Wait, what? In Catholic school, they do that because they put so much emphasis. They put so much emphasis on the vagina,
The vaginal canal.
the vaginal canal, that they don't say. They was like, well, mouth and booty's okay. That's basically what they. That's what they do. Hold on. Before I
You got a fart sound?
nah. Very problematic, but.
But yeah, that's
So T.I. should be going to other places.
Oh no! Because she 18. She 18.
She 18. She could do it.
She can do what she want to do. Because me personally,
I don't know.
Which y'all all do.
If my daughter was 18, I'd be like, listen.
But what if she was 16? Would you do it?
Yeah, fuck.
You would
text her to go get her hymen check.
I would talk to her about sex and being protected.
But the question
I wouldn't go
was-
as far as like, hey, I want to know if her shit is gone or not. Like, I would talk to my daughter. Like, if she doesn't want to tell me, she don't feel comfortable. But at least she's practicing safe sex and not being like fucked by like 3 niggas.
And that's what
I wouldn't take my daughter. Nah. Hell.
Surprise.
I wouldn't try and
Are you being honest?
Yes, I'm being very. I'm always being honest.
I think he changed the answer.
Yeah, he definitely does.
How did I change my answer?
Y'all was about to argue.
That was about Alicia Keys. That wasn't about.
Right, we gonna get to that.
I thought you was very conservative on the topic.
No.
You got the squint. Like,
anyway,
Surprised.
In my experience, the more that you're overbearing on your daughter, the more likely she is to be wild. Like
rebellious.
But that's what
Jezebel.
That's what college genders kids. Like.
Yeah, it is. But we're talking about daughters in particular, and with your child in general. If you're overbearing, if you have too many constraints on them, if you show them that you don't trust them, then
they're gonna go explore.
They're gonna go out and do they're gonna do their own thing. So I want to show my daughter that I trust her. You know, I don't want to
have the conversation.
We have the conversation. We can openly talk about sex when the time comes, but I want to just show her that her dad trusts her. And
that is amazing.
That is amazing.
No, that's very introspective. I didn't think you was gonna say that.
What did you think I was gonna say?
I thought you'd be like, I'm checking her hymen. Blah 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 blah.
That's the type of dude that I come off as.
You're the hymen man.
Is there like a trophy for like football?
What makes you? What make?
Kind of Republicanish.
I'm Republicanish. How?
Heisman.
Yo, shut up. How am I Republicanish? Y'all niggas talking about nothing. Talking about Heisman for Hyman.
That's what we said, dickhead.
What?
You over here talking shit.
How
you know what I'm talking about?
How? He just called me.
So tell him what you think, Zopal.
Tell me why you feel that way, Kyrie.
I'm just saying, just by off of
observation,
previous episodes. This got very quiet. I thought you were very Republicanish.
Oh
yeah.
Ooh.
It's okay if you are.
I'm not.
You say you give him Trump vibes.
I don't have.
It's okay. I respect
any type of. But anyway, let's continue.
I mean.
Why would you ask me that question?
Wait, so talk about. So me and Gus was actually talking about something that has to do with
the
show. No. We talked about something, but y'all just dove into politics.
No. Kyrie dove into politics.
All right, so do you think you guys would be as men, us possibly having daughters or sons or whatever like that? Like, are you gonna treat them, your son and your daughter, the same, or are you gonna be more concerned about your daughter than your son?
At first, I always thought like I would treat my daughter like different from my son, but now it's like I feel like I would spoil my daughter more in a way, like when it comes to like materialistic things, so she would never have to look for that in anybody else. But when it comes to like the whole sexual aspect, I don't want to sit my kids down and just have the conversation with them instead of sir, I'm not done. Instead of just having because you did tell me to shut up. So
yikes. What makes you think that spoiling your daughter with material items is not gonna make her want other?
Hold on, let me finish this point.
He's not done.
Still not done. But when it comes to like the sexual aspect, I want them to both have an understanding. Like, look, I know you're going to go out there and do things that I won't have any control of. But if you're gonna go out there and do those things, I'd rather you be safe instead of me just watching over you like a hawk. I'd rather my kids be safe instead of me like just bearing on their back and having to go check their hymen once a year. That's weird. Or going to telling my son like, oh, now you can't have sex, because by doing that, it just leads them to, like Drew said earlier, to go on to explore. So I'd rather just have that conversation with them and keep it real.
All right, let me read this comment before we get. Melody said, "I rode my bike every day. I play basketball. I play basketball, ran track."
Wait, where is that coming from?
Because of the hymen thing.
I rode my bike every day. Play basketball, ran track, jump double dutch. Those things can cause your hymen to break at a young age. And she said, "I think you guys should read the comments."
Who said that?
Who else?
Job done.
Who other somebody else posted something in the comments?
No. Just Tasia. She said, "Shut up."
She's talking about Gus.
She was talking about you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So what you had something to say, Drew, about him and materialistic things and spoiling his daughter?
Oh yeah, I was saying, things? What makes you think, like, if your daughter's used to you spoiling her, what makes you think that she's not gonna find it the norm for another man to spoil her?
Well, I'm not just talking about as well as just materialistic thing. I'm talking about taking her on trips, like one day taking my kids to see the world or whatever the case may be, so they don't ever have to like think about some dude trying to whisk them off. Now it's gonna be more than that. Like you're gonna have to do more. I already seen that shit.
Oh, so you basically saying that your daughter,
she won't be easily wooed.
She won't be easily courted.
Exactly.
Don't even go there.
Oh, God.
All right, so I have another question. Wait, you haven't even said.
No. Did you go ahead?
That's
you
why I'm
haven't
gonna
even
have all boys.
You
How
can't
you can't control that?
Good luck with that.
Control. No.
Unless you want to.
Unless
you have some scientific.
He probably got. Yeah, he probably got to eat like a whole bunch of orange pills and shit.
Yeah, damn.
What? What?
That wasn't even funny.
It wasn't funny. It was stupid. That's why I'm like, what?
It's Gus. Everything's stupid.
They say he probably have to eat a whole bunch of orange pills or something like that. That is funny. I'm sorry.
Alright, so
it's tough raising kids. Like I feel
thought you
like
were gonna
parenting is different from.
I thought you were gonna say it's tough eating orange pills.
good.
I feel like parenting is different today than it is back then.
Yeah.
Like I feel like all of us saying these things today is different from how parenting was in the past.
But see, that's what makes our generation so much better. It's
This generation soft as fuck.
But
shit.
Okay, that's your opinion. But
bitches.
That's great. That's good to know. But it also helps us learn from the mistakes that our parents made, and also the good parts of what our parents taught us, and try to incorporate different ways to raise our kids.
You're not gonna beat your kids, right?
No,
I can tell.
Why can't you
we
tell?
all
Did you get beat as a kid?
That's crazy. I got a lot of beatings. See, that's the assumption.
Just your personality. I can just tell
how
you're very laid
how
back.
well do you
That
know
shit
me?
work.
Nigga, same way you know I'm fucking Republican.
So that means you don't know me that well, because obviously you disagree with the hell I was saying.
But I could tell by your personality, like you're mad laid back. So I feel like your kids are gonna be running around.
Nah, they're not.
And running amok.
It's gonna be a stress.
This is what I want to ask you.
How are you gonna enforce
All right,
structure?
discipline.
Hold on. Let me
discipline and parenting.
Sir,
No, I got a good question.
Okay, can I?
Your
can I-
11-year-old
can I-
son.
can I-
Your 11-year-old
can I-
son.
can I-
Listen.
Can I put my mic up a little bit before you.
All right, go ahead. And then he whispers. Your 11-year-old son
Yep.
takes money out your wallet.
Yep.
How do you discipline him for that?
No, that's not good. You don't do that.
Why would you assume that I would say that?
Why'd you assume that he's white?
You ain't gonna beat him. What you gonna do?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Me personally, I would take some out of his room.
That nigga gonna take all the Kyrie money. He gonna come back and do it again. And then again.
See, that's what happens. You really don't know how I'm gonna function as a parent.
You don't know how
because
you
you only interpreting your views on what you think.
But you just
let
said
me finish.
you
Let me
don't
finish.
know.
Let me finish.
You don't even know.
I don't. Nobody knows. There's no parenting manual. You got a parenting manual that I need to read?
I just said what I know.
You got a parenting manual I need to read?
I just said what I know.
So what would you do? You beat his ass,
I'd
right?
beat his ass. Wait.
What would you do?
No.
You said you would beat his ass. Okay, on to the next.
I wouldn't beat him off jump. I wouldn't beat him off jump. I'd have a talk with him and show him that stealing is wrong. Matter of fact, I would beat him off jump and then I talk to him.
So let me ask you a question. And if he do it again and you find out again, what would you do? You gonna kill him? You gonna keep giving? You gonna kill him? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because I know all of us got beans and did the same shit again, just a different sneaker way.
You better tell him, Kyrie.
That's not true.
Not true.
Come on,
there are certain things that I got beat for that I did not do again.
But I'm asking you.
Stealing was never something I did.
I'm asking you though.
I'm telling you, stealing was never something I did. But there are certain things that I got beat for that I stopped doing.
Okay, I'm not talking about certain things, but there are other things that you did you went a sneakier route because you didn't want to get caught.
Yeah, but
okay then.
But there are things that I did not. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But I get that.
So your point is not valid.
Your point's not valid either.
Mind you, nobody here got kids.
No, I have this nephew, but yeah.
How is my point not valid?
I ain't rushing to have kids yet. Because you can't sit there and say my point's not valid because I'm saying that either beating doesn't work in certain circumstances. Or you saying the same thing because you're saying if you beat somebody, you thinking that that's gonna work.
No, I didn't say it would work or not. I just said what my reaction would be.
Okay, but you just said that because you getting ready to.
I'm listening. I'm
not finished talking.
I'm listening.
Let me talk. So what I'm saying is.
Go to the table.
My bad, you right.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is.
You're saying you don't know how you would discipline your kid.
At that point, I could beat him. I could not. I'm trying.
What the fuck? What was this whole discussion for?
I said
this nigga does not. You just said you would not beat him.
To be honest, my last thing is to beat him because I feel like at the end of the day he's probably gonna do this sneaker route.
But beating them is on the table.
It all depends.
Oh my god, bro. This nigga sounds like Gus.
No. I'm probably not gonna beat him. I'm not gonna beat him. I'm be like, yo, like, why did you feel that you had to take money out of my pocket? What was that gaining from?
Because, Dad, I need you to buy this.
So why didn't you ask me?
Because
What?
I don't know.
Did you look for a job?
That's why I didn't want to.
But why didn't you look for a job? There's so many different opportunities. Daddy, I'm sorry. People don't understand how verbal can work. You're assuming that you just have to put your hands on somebody, thinking that's gonna work. Your verbal, what you say, can also work as well.
Absolutely, I agree.
I would discipline my child. It doesn't necessarily have to be beating. That may not be my first option. I may just give him he may have an intense workout.
What?
That way he saw his shit in the morning. And
and
nigga be like,
you gonna put
he gotta stand like this in the corner for like a good 3, 4, 5 hours. Yeah, you gonna discipline yourself.
You gonna put him through push-ups?
You gonna beat yourself for it. Oh wait.
What?
we just gonna.
Yo, how we get into this? Oh yeah.
How we get the?
I forgot what the whole thing was.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big thing with parenting is like discipline, and then it's like not only discipline, it's like sharing that discipline with your partner.
Yeah,
like y'all have to be on the same level, right? Because
But
like imagine you look and you see your wife waxing that ass, you like, damn, I feel bad for my boy, but damn, I don't want to jump in.
I ain't never seen my mom. She was like,
it's also like, yo, do you look at yourself?
My mom's just like, I'm gonna call your father. I'm like,
yeah, word.
It's also like, do you look at yourself like, damn, did I fuck up? Like, why don't parents ever look at themselves and be like, damn, did I make a mistake in what I did? Why are we always assuming that a child is the one that did that off of what they think? Why don't we ever look at ourselves and be like, yo, maybe they saw something that I did that,
If my child ever steals from me, just using that as an example, I know he did not get it from me. There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way.
But what if he saw your wife digging in your bag and taking some money?
I mean, that's different.
but
I guess in that case,
I just feel like sometimes.
Where'd you learn that from?
What if your son had French fries? You said without asking. And he like, all right.
Shit like
see
that.
your wallet. Go.
That is definitely something.
Why you took my $100? You took my French fry, Dad.
Petty ass kid is
That is definitely something.
Now I'm gonna beat your ass.
I remember that hot French fry you took.
What?
I always
said
said.
my McFlurry.
I always wondered.
That shit good as fuck.
I always said the same thing. Like,
yeah.
I wondered how effective discipline was. I always thought that. But I do feel like certain things
Deserve ass.
at a young age deserve like a spank here and there.
But we do have to separate a whooping from fucking abuse. There's two different spectrums. All right. If I like pop you, you get the belt, whatever the case may be. That's one thing. But when it goes to like,
the belt can be used as abuse too.
it can. Like I
feel like any weapon is an abuse.
Me too. Like I got beaten.
So we all got abused.
Yeah.
Shit, my mom did not abuse me. My pops didn't abuse me. Shit.
I was just sitting there like this.
Nobody can call CPS now. You're alright, man. But like we gotta learn the difference because I don't want to. Like I want to be able to talk to my kids. Not saying that they're never gonna get a whooping, but like at one point, I just want to be able just to talk to them and have them see the error of their ways. I don't want every time to be the result of me like having to hit them.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask y'all all this question. Did every beating that you got,
was it warranted?
Not even warranted. But did it work?
yes.
You?
Be honest.
To be honest, I wasn't beat a lot, but the times that I was beat, they were bad. They were like, I really got my ass beat. Did I do it again? I think the only thing that I got beat for that I did again was talking slick.
So, did it always work?
No.
Okay, cool.
What about you?
No, because I found different ways to do that.
Like what?
To do. Like, I can give you a perfect example. I was hiding my report cards because it wasn't above like a 3.0, and my mom was found out, and I still got the same beatings for the same shit. She just, it continued on to high school, so I just felt like, at some point, it's like, to me, it's what worked is like, I'm disappointed that you are still doing the same thing that you're doing.
You think that would be better?
To me, it worked because I hold myself in high regard. So if you look at me and tell me that you look at me in a different light because I'm not up to par where you want me to be, then I'm like, damn, I'm really fucked up and they're really disappointed. And to me, being just like, whatever, like you keep hitting me, I don't give a fuck. That shit don't work.
What about you?
Some things, not everything. Cause some stuff like
You still stole, right?
I never stole.
Damn, this nigga call you klepto.
You still killed it.
But yeah, certain things like coming home late, like.
You gotta ask whooping for coming home.
Oh, I definitely gotta ask whooping. Oh, that's another thing. I forgot about that shit.
Like, I'm talking about coming home crazy late, like not
like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like
in high school.
Nigga, some parents.
No, not in high school. No.
Y'all was allowed to be out there late.
Like middle school, like middle school. I'll go out to like a party. Whatever.
You would come home at 3 a.m. in middle school.
I tried to you try to sneak back in the crib.
Your big ass. You was the same height and all that.
Outdoors and shit.
Not 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Say say I had a game, and the game ended at like 9:30. I didn't come home until like 12.
That's understandable.
So then alright, I gotta bust your ass. But then you just find a better way to do it.
How do you find a better way to come home late though?
That's what I was about to say.
You lie.
You can just say
I'm at my friend's house.
Somebody's crib. And it gotta be somebody's crib that they trust.
Yes.
Or I'm in the building.
Oh, I know this person parent. Okay,
cool. You over there?
I'm not gonna keep checking.
Nigga, I ain't never been in my life.
Meanwhile, you fucking some other shit.
I can say like I can agree with you, and well, I guess all three of you guys.
I don't remember what I said.
Some things I got ass whoopings. Some ass whoopings worked. Some ass whoopings didn't work. Like getting in trouble in school for not doing what I was supposed to be doing. I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing, so I kept getting my ass looked. And I was like, I don't know. Every time I go to school. But it didn't. It's like the thing you said when it's like, okay, that's usually plan B. When the ass whoopings don't work, stop whooping your children's ass because it's not working.
There's other ways to discipline.
Exactly.
Talk to ask the kids how you feel. Like
plan B is punishment and all that shit.
Our parents don't ever ask us like how we feel about why we did X, Y, and Z because they feel like you shouldn't feel like you shouldn't have to say how you feel, and there's that's missing.
Yeah. Like a common thing is like if your student, if your kid got bad grades, you take away their game system or you take away their phone, blah blah blah.
Take away things that they want.
But like you gotta be strict with it. You can't be like, I'm gonna take it away,
fold.
And then like the next day they give it back.
No.
But also,
that don't work.
Yeah.
Also, you gotta ask us like, yo, why are you not doing well? What do you need help in? Like, why are you not doing well in this subject? Like, do you need tutoring? Like, there's gotta be some action behind it.
Like, if my kid like me, if my kid exactly
that, no.
But I mean, you can use that to gauge whether or not that they're actually serious about this shit.
Getting beat for bad grades was just dumb to me.
Yeah.
Like, why would you beat your kid because they're failing in school?
Shit.
That I mean,
my teachers wanted to fail me, so.
Is that you're not paying attention? Like you're distracted. You're going to school. You're lollygagging.
Yo, I know all of us have been through that parent-teachers conference where you sitting down next to your male and you're like, fuck, I don't understand. He just doesn't sit. He just doesn't listen. He's just
and you sitting there, like, you
know what I hate? They be like,
cool.
You go to parent-teacher conference and be like, look, Devon is a great kid.
Yeah.
You be like, yes.
He's so obedient.
But.
That shit was like,
very bright. They get all the good shit.
Did you know he hasn't been to school in about 3 months? Did you also know that he never does homework because he hasn't been to school in about 3 months?
He can't read.
Let me read this comment. Queen Lean, what up? She said, my favorite lie was, I have to drop everyone home, so it took long.
Oh,
you had a car when you was 14?
I believe
Are you dropping people off when you 14?
Yeah. You got a school bus?
She said, just give them something to improve their learning. Your kid just dumb. Need help.
Damn. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was over here, like, smiling because I was thinking about this beating I got one time. But it was funny. Like, because I was in the bathroom taking this shit. And my mom kicked open the door and hit me off the toilet. And then, like, the way I fell on the toilet, all you heard was, whoop. As I fell on the toilet, it was, whoop. Kobe. Literally.
in the shower, on the toilet, those shits, like, you're so vulnerable.
You can't go nowhere.
I look at my parents different when that shit happens.
Any whooping you get when you dick out is bad.
Word. But you like, which one to cover?
That's a fact.
I can't stop them.
He's just over here, like.
You might fuck around and hit my
Like, you really gotta think about it. My face on my meat. My face on my meat.
Shit, yo.
So I got a question in terms of parenting, right? Like, I feel like a lot of kids, when they go to school, they learn a lot from the school, the students that they're around. Like, that's really where you get all your information, like most of your information, right? Mm-hmm. Right after home, I'm talking.
Ooh.
So like,
I was waiting for you to say that. I didn't know if you were gonna say it.
I mean, people, yeah, like the first few years you're not in school, but once you get in school, you start to pick up habits because you're talking with other students, and you experience more, right? Especially if you're in a real diverse school. How do you react to your child picking up a let's say a habit or a like that you're not really comfortable with?
Well,
my
dad.
Like, now, let me just hear an example real quick.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example right now. I'm gonna give you right now.
I mean, that's a little extreme. I'm thinking like probably younger than that.
It could be a haircut. It could be the dress, the way you dress.
The way you
change.
dress.
You start wearing silkies. Like, hey, son, I ain't yo.
You come across another kid who has their parents let them freely express themselves, right? Mm-hmm. It's a little boy with a mohawk, a little boy with painted fingernails, or like so like that was smooth, right? I worked on that. But look, like like that, and then like your kid wants to do that too. Mm-hmm. Do you filter that, or do you like let them freely express themselves?
Hey, no! No,
stop! Wait!
Alright, so Alicia Keys just did a video.
This nigga did not. Yo, this nigga didn't answer his question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He did that whole beautiful segue just for you to be Alicia Keys.
Okay. So, if my son wanted to get his nails painted,
I mean anything like a mohawk or like how do you filter that?
I mean, it's hard because I was raised to be masculine, and I would like my son to be masculine.
You were born masculine.
Is a mohawk masculine?
Yes.
So actually, what are you talking about then?
No, but I'm saying,
and that's
let me get to my point. Don't interrupt me.
Damn, bro, you ready to jump in?
Hey, yo.
That's my point. I feel like deep down, if my son is not doing certain things that's like I would feel is masculine or as
you sweating
or a reflection of me, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Why does your son have to be a reflection of you?
I just said this is my opinion.
Son.
I may not have to express it.
That's my son.
That's my damn son. It's my son. John Q.
I was about to say that.
That's my son.
All right.
Okay,
we get it.
You hear that?
Your pop's about to be tight, and I'm your father.
I'm your father.
All right. So what about y'all?
No, you didn't finish. You said that you felt like.
Wait, how did you get the headphones?
When I went to do it.
You late.
All right. So
you said that your son, you would want your son to be a reflection of you. So
yeah, my seed, I would like to be a reflection of me.
Therefore,
So
if they came and they had some type of thing that you wouldn't do, stop hitting the table. That you wouldn't do. You wouldn't.
I could vocalize my opinion, but it depending on his age, and that's what I wanted to get y'all when I talk to y'all about. It's like a freedom. Like, do you allow your kids to have freedom, like to creatively express themselves?
The question with a question.
All right, so it depends on the age. I would say that.
In
high school, if they're in high school, they can do what they want. I can't really control them after they turn 16.
What if they're 4 years old?
They're 4 years old. Nah, you doing as I say.
And not as I do.
You don't think you could control them at 16?
I feel like my parents can control me at 16.
I think it's hard when you're at 16 because that's when all the trends come into play. Like when skinny jeans was a thing. Everybody had a problem. Like all the old heads
they still tight.
had a problem with skinny jeans. I know parents. I know that was a heated debate in certain households. But at 4 years old, I mean, the younger they are, 4 years old.
Like kids going
because that's an impressionable age, though.
Yeah.
Like you see certain things and
I'd say like 8, 9.
8, 9.
4 is very young.
Yeah, that's
4 is like fucking pre-K.
Yeah, like why are we talking about 4 years? You're talking about 8, 9, 10.
Were you
10,
in like second grade or?
Oh, because I thought, well,
like when you're around other children.
I thought we were talking about the Alicia Keys thing.
That's
her son was 4 years old. Yeah. Her son is 4 years old. Sorry.
And
so give some background to that then, because everybody don't really know
Alicia
about
Keys.
That.
Okay.
But I still ask a question that I want to hear the answers to.
All right. So Alicia Keys' son wanted to get his fingers, his fingers, his nails.
Oh
painted.
my God, Gus, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Alicia Keys' son. No, I got this. Let me school this nigga real quick. Let me show you how to talk.
He's still talking.
So Alicia Keys' son wanted to get his nails done, but he feared being judged in school. He's 4 years old.
Bro.
Alicia Keys had a problem with the fact that her son, is 4 years old and worried about being judged at that young age. So.
Well, he know he about to do something that ain't right.
Well, here's the thing.
Cancel.
Here's the thing, right?
That's like,
nail salon with Genesis. He's in the chair and he's like, I want rainbow. So he tells the lady that he wants rainbow colors on his nails. Then she brings all of these colors and she paints each nail a different color. And after he painted his nails, he looked at me and said, Mommy, I don't want this on my nails. And I was like, why? You were so sure you're good. And he was like, people are not gonna like it. Can you believe this? 4 years old. He's 4 and he already understands the concept that someone's going to judge him because he chose rainbow color on his nails. And I told him.
So we already. Never mind, y'all gonna cancel that. Say this.
No, go ahead.
No, say it.
Who's gonna cancel? We?
I can't cancel.
We don't cancel.
Say it, nigga.
We don't cancel.
Spit it out.
He just might be
gay.
4 years old.
I don't think that's. I don't think that.
I mean,
it's true.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's an issue, but I mean.
No. Not that it's an issue, but I don't think that's probably true. Like at 4 years old, sexuality.
Okay, let me ask all of y'all. Were y'all getting your nails fingerprinted at 4 years old?
Nah.
I've never gotten a pedicure in my life or a manicure.
I've got
I've had it
when I was an adult.
Yeah. As an adult, I got it.
You get the clear gel on your fingers?
Yeah.
No.
They be rubbing your
you
feet.
do.
Yeah, that should feel good.
Yo,
Exactly.
Hold on. If I did, so what?
Exactly.
Yo,
Actually, no, I never had.
Yo, Ling Ling fuck it up.
Nah, I
You
didn't.
feel me? She be fucking it
What's
up.
wrong with
What was going on?
Really?
What's wrong with a manicure?
Nothing. I just
what's
never
wrong with
was.
the clear?
No one ever took me to the nail salon. Like I never went to the nail salon.
At 4 years old, none of us did that, right?
Have y'all ever, as 4 year olds, have you ever did anything when you look back?
I don't know
Have you
what
ever
I did
did
for.
anything questionable?
I don't remember what
When
I
I
did
say
for.
questionable, like as a child, I'm gonna say something like this.
I used to go in the corner and take a shit. Like, and I had a whole pimp
You used
on.
to shit on the floor?
No, not on the floor. I had a pimp on, but I would hide.
Bro. Wait, you was 4 with a pamper?
Hey, me too.
Nigga, I was reading that for
Nigga, I was wearing Pampers. I was wearing Pampers until I was probably like 18, my nigga.
Big ass baby.
Taking big ass baby shit.
No shirt
No
on, rubbing
baby
his stomach.
shit.
First of all,
With a cigar.
First of all, you was in Haiti, so you didn't have no diaper. Anyway, second, you from Brooklyn, so you had a bulletproof vest and a bulletproof diaper. I don't wear none of that shit. And Kyrie, you good?
See that?
But nah, what I mean is basically, I was more so saying like, okay, as when I was a child, like there wasn't no type of right or wrong with doing certain things. Like you like until as you get older, until somebody says don't do that because of this or whatever, you're just doing things because you're like, oh, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. And this is why children need guidance.
That nigga came out of nowhere. I'm hearing his voice now. I'm like, yeah.
Now I'm saying this to say like, okay,
yeah, you're saying
say for instance, me and my best friend at 4 years old want to run around in the street naked.
What?
We don't know how. We saying, yo, let's just do it. Let's just do it. Whatever. But
that's a weird.
But honestly though, I'm gonna say this though. I feel like our parents would be more of like, don't do that, than us as parents would say. Cause I feel like my parents would be like, if I was to do something like that, my mom would be like, well, why did you do that? That's not something you do.
Mm.
So like
she would say that's not something you do.
Yeah, that's not something you should do at your age.
So y'all in that situation,
too,
right? Imagine you're in this situation. Your 4-year-old son,
yes,
asks you to get his fingernails painted.
Yes.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so weird. Like, you, like, I feel like parenting is going to.
Kyrie didn't answer.
It's like you're letting the kids
dictate.
You know, decide.
Yeah.
Like, where's your control as a parent, right? It's not necessarily, people see it as control, but it's not controlling. It's just like,
technically it is controlling.
It's
You are
good
controlling, but it is controlling. You're controlling somebody from doing what they want to do.
But you're
It's
raising
a 4-year-old.
The definition of control is constricting someone from what they want to do. That's controlling. Technically, it's controlling.
I'm parenting.
If you may not agree with the definition,
I'm parenting.
but it's parenting.
I'm not controlling my
controlling
child.
are
I'm
two different
parenting my child because my child does not know. He doesn't know certain things. He doesn't know certain things. He barely knows right from wrong.
All right,
he barely knows right from wrong. So I'm gonna tell him straight up, like, look, that's not for you, my man.
Listen,
can I hold on? Can I say this? Parenting is subjective, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so then that's the definition of parenting. It's parenting and controlling are not conducive to each other. Controlling is one definition.
Scratch.
Controlling is one definition. Parenting is another definition. It's all on how you want to parent. So you cannot put that as
but if I said I'm parenting,
are you letting your 4-year-old son
and
paint
I said,
his nails?
honestly, I don't even know.
Damn, Kyrie.
I don't know.
Your kid's gonna run wild.
It's so funny because I have a different opinion as assuming that there's not gonna be.
But you don't
have an opinion.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have an opinion.
I don't know. It's really a
which is fair though.
It's really a momentary thing. Like I honestly, it's like tough because like part of me is like, damn, like I feel like I don't want my son to do that, but at the same time, I don't like to be controlling. I don't want my kids to feel like I'm controlling you from living what you want to live. So I don't know.
So let me ask you this. Let's say you home.
Yes.
Your son goes out with your wife.
Yes.
They come back together. Your son got his nails painted.
I'm gonna ask my wife like what made my son want to do that. Mm-hmm. What led his curiosity to want to do that. And
because he's inside of a salon where everyone's getting it done.
Yeah, he's
but
gonna
it's
want
not.
it.
And that's the thing. It's like it's up to you, or me. My opinion is it's up to the parent to say, "Hey, this is not for you. This is for the girls, or this is for
But this is the thing, though. This is the thing. Everybody, like he was saying, parenting is subjective. Everybody has their own way of parenting. Yeah. That's not wrong to some parents. Like some parents would feel like the fact that he wants his nails painted, rainbow, that's his creative expression. Like that's just what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do.
I feel like you're being a little close-minded because of how you.
I'm not being close-minded.
Yes, you are.
It's not me being close-minded.
Because you just you automatically label it as weird instead of saying okay.
I'm being subjective.
Okay, so then just say.
Okay,
I'm
but
saying
that's being close-minded though.
I'm saying no, it is not. I wouldn't say it's being closed-minded. It's because
that's your opinion. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying when I say closed-minded is when you're automatically labeling something different because you don't agree with it. It's one thing to say I don't agree with it because I don't see it as I don't agree with the opinion, but it's when to be like, oh, that's weird because you think that's weird. Like,
well, that's weird.
Did you say it was weird?
That's close. Yeah, he did say that.
That's weird.
It's weird.
That's
okay,
weird.
so that's what I'm saying.
That's weird to him, but that's why he.
Because that's
loud and clear.
Because that's not his reality. That's not his reality. If he went out on a regular, got his nails done, got his finger painted, whatever, and then told his son no, that's weird. Like you do it all the time, and then tell your son no.
What I'm saying is like I'm pretty sure there's numerous guys not reality, and their sons still do that. So you can't really say that that's not his reality.
But for him as a parent, he sees it as weird because that's not his reality.
But there's gonna be so many other different things that's not gonna be his reality. Is he gonna say the same thing?
Yeah, I feel like when you have kids, bro, you're gonna be so different from everything that you're saying.
What I mean, it's like I said, I'm never gonna have a parent manual. It's gonna be.
You're not gonna have a what?
I'm not gonna have a parent manual. It's just I'm doing it as how I feel.
And I feel like you're so open into everything right now, but I feel like they're not gonna.
Bro, but you can't say that because I'm an open-minded person. Yes, there's gonna be some things I may not agree with.
You open-minded, but you got your limits.
How do you?
And I feel like because I know you.
You don't got no limits.
I mean, I don't know. It all depends. It all depends.
It's like how you said you was Republican. And how you felt like his answer was different.
I was just joking.
So you Republican now?
Shout out Trump.
Actually, some monetary things, yeah, maybe.
Somebody
some monetary things I do believe. But no, I respect everybody's opinion.
I think that
I'm just different.
I think that it's gonna be. I think when I can trust you to make your own decisions, like I think there's an age to it, or when my child shows me like, okay, this is what I know he wants to do.
If you want to try it at 4. and I say no, and then you tell me when you 16 and you want to try it again, cool.
Exactly.
But here's my thing: how do you know that person at 4 is not gonna change their mind at 16? Be like, I don't know why I even did that. You know, it's like these things are like cause and effect. You say no, don't do it. That person's gonna do it at 16. But then let's say at 4 they do it, and then they end up changing their mind. Like, I don't know why I did that. I don't agree with it.
Have you ever wanted to do something? Your mom said no. Your pop said no. You was frustrated.
Yeah.
3 years, time went on. You look back and was like, you know what? They was right.
A couple things. But,
okay.
But there's some things that I wish. There's some things that I wish I would have done on my own instead of listening to my parents.
But this
because I'm like, yo, if I would have experienced it on my own, I would have came with my own opinion. Because my mom was a very controlling person.
My mom,
she was very controlling.
Oh, see, now we're back to that control.
No, and that's why, like, I feel like I don't.
You feel like she wasn't parenting. She was controlling.
No, she was a good parent in some aspects, but my mom was very like.
She was parenting. She wasn't controlling.
No, it's not about
that's
parenting.
What you told me
no,
before.
I said she was controlling.
Yeah, but before when I said control,
that's a part
you said
of
no,
parenting.
they don't go together.
Different types of parenting.
No, they don't.
Controlling.
I'm saying technically she was a parent, right?
She was parenting.
Okay, but no, I never said she was parenting. I said she was controlling.
That is a part. You could be controlling as a parent.
Because I'm talking about in certain situations. I felt like my mom's controlling. She is a controlling person. She has a controlling personality.
That she could be a controlling parent.
No, I'm telling you, my mother is very controlling. And I'm telling
he's talking about aspects outside of his childhood. He's talking about
controlling.
His dad, his pops come home. She'd be like, "Oh, where you was at last night?"
But you don't. Let me ask you this question: you don't think that parenting?
When the fuck did I become?
I'm gonna ask you because you have a different perspective. I'm analyzing that perspective. So you're saying that? No, I think we just haven't. All right, shut the fuck up. All right, so. You don't think that with parenting, you don't think that with parenting you can be controlling or you can be.
Why are you laughing?
Called you Green Goblin.
Alright, let me read this comment real quick.
Alright, how you gonna read the comments?
Queen Lee said it shouldn't be controlling. Tasia said I agree with Austin.
I mean,
she said right. I agree with Austin, Mike. I think at 4 years old you don't know better. Tasia said that. Colleen said 4 years old do not know how to make permanent decisions.
I agree.
And she also said they'll sleep outside with the raccoon if you let them.
Shit, they eat. Yo, I remember I caught my younger brother eating a snail.
Whoa.
Shit, nigga, he was like about 3 years old.
That's how he got so tall?
He had a snail in his mouth. I was like,
that's just kids being weird.
That's how you got so tall.
Say you in a toy store.
What's the difference though? What's the difference?
Say you in a toy store, right?
What's the
Say you in a toy
difference?
store.
What is the difference?
You in a toy store.
See?
Your son is picking out the Barbie house.
I'm like, you good?
Do you buy him the Barbie house?
No.
Kyrie, I'm asking you, do you buy your son a Barbie house?
What's beef?
They gonna say that a lot and shit.
Take your time.
I ain't gonna say my time.
Anybody else want to answer? Anybody else want to answer in the meantime?
I'm not buying my son the Barbie house. That's just me.
Nope.
That's just me.
Alright, so here's my answer. I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, Kyrie.
My question is gonna be.
Why you asking?
How you answer a question with a question?
You're gonna ask a question with a question.
4 year old, right?
4 years old.
Why do you want the Barbie house?
Because I like it.
But what is it about the Barbie house that you like?
What is it? You gonna buy it for me or no?
It matches my nails.
Until you give me a reason why you like the Barbie house and what it can do.
So you're not just say you're not gonna buy the Barbie house.
So
bro.
if you don't like the reason, you gonna say no?
That's not about the. I just.
Why does it matter?
What do you mean? Why?
So what?
I want to make sure.
What do you want to hear your kids say that's gonna make you say, okay, I'll buy it?
I like boys, Daddy. I want the Barbie house. That's what you want him to say.
My answer.
Or you want him to say, oh,
my answer. I just want to see like if he came to a logical conclusion himself.
He's 4.
Listen to what the I have to say.
He's fucking 4.
4, 3, 2, 1. It's all numbers.
It's the 10 crack
commandment. I'm giving you my opinion, and you sitting here ostracizing it. All I'm saying.
I know what ostracizing is. I was just saying how we ostracize it.
One. What I'm gonna say is
I don't know either.
I just don't, like I said, I don't want to be controlling. So I don't want to sit there and say no. Obviously, my gut is like, damn, I don't want him to get that. But, and I say but.
It sounds so much better when you come closer to the mic.
Ooh, wait, yo. Pause that. You want a Barbie house, bro?
I don't understand why Kyrie still has not just given an answer, bro.
Because
I
it's
think
not.
I'm gonna answer from Kyrie.
No. Please
He's
don't
not
answer
gonna
for
buy
me.
it.
Please don't answer for
He's
me.
not.
Please
You're
don't
gonna
answer
buy
for
it?
me.
Yes or no?
If he comes with a reason, yes.
Bro, why? What the? Yo.
As it comes, I want to make.
I don't
Any
understand.
reason?
No. The
No, I
kid,
just-
the child is 4 years old. He tells you he wants a Barbie house. Do you buy it for him or no? He's 4.
I'm gonna ask.
What logical?
Hold on.
What logical
Why can't we ask?
explanation?
You gotta talk like-
I wanna know what
Why
logical
can't we ask our
explanation.
children why they want them? Why do we?
But what reason? What reason is
What
what?
will make you buy it? What would they have
I
to say?
just want to know. I just want to hear what my son has to say as to why. It's not about what he said. It's just I just want to hear the reason as to why.
So no matter what he says, will you still buy it?
Yeah.
So no matter what the
Just
reason
say
is,
That was the answer,
so you
bro.
buy it.
Why do you want to hear a reason if you're gonna buy
I
it?
just
for
want
him
to make
anyway?
sure. I just want to make sure
I said that.
I just want to make sure my
It's
son
like
came to a
stupid.
conclusion himself, and he's not.
He concluded when he picked it.
It's not about concluding. You can say, "Oh, I want." You can say you want something and you really don't want it at the end.
I mean, it's a good.
Think about it. I want chicken pot. I want Popeye chicken sandwich, and then like, I didn't want this.
Did you eat it?
You probably didn't even eat it. There's some things you go to a restaurant, you be like, "Oh, I didn't want this shit. I really didn't want it."
I get what you mean. I get what you're saying.
I just want my son to be able to come up with his own decision as to why he wanted it. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, you want it.
But you can be selective with that too. So you can be selective
Yeah,
with
no, I am. I'll be honest,
with
I'm
your
being
child
selective.
making decisions
Yeah.
and him learning from that decision whether he's
Obviously,
like
in
the
my
shit or
heart,
not.
I don't want my son to get that. I'm gonna be honest. But at the same time, I don't want to feel like, yo, I told him no, don't get it, and then later on the line, this nigga's like, I want my nails done and all this other stuff. Like, I want my son to come to that decision on his own, not me to sit there and be like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, because then it's probably gonna happen no matter what.
Alright, so me parenting, what I would do different than my parents is that when they said no, they didn't give you a reason why. They just said no because I'm the parent. No.
You
So
the child,
if my child said I want to buy this Barbie doll, I'm like, nah.
Why not? Why, daddy?
Because
Hey, yo.
Wait,
Like I asked, do you want the Barbie house, bro?
Yo.
Alright, so why? I'm just saying because that's always not for you. Why?
Why is it not for you though?
Because you're a male.
But Mills
Uh-oh.
Barbie house, so what you
Okay.
say?
Where?
I'm gonna say because your daddy didn't play with a Barbie doll. Oh, your daddy didn't play with a house. So because of that, you're not gonna play with a house. I'm gonna give you a better toy. Look at this transformer. It could turn into a house too. Look at that. Here.
What?
Yo, you think they still sell Hot Wheels?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Hot Wheels is big.
This is a
bro.
shit. We got
Yo,
to
my
invest
sister
in
broke my fucking Hot Wheels.
No, it's the
Somebody
same.
said, wow,
Oh, yeah,
pause on the damn
Cell
podcast.
Beat said, wow, pause the
Somebody
damn
said, pause the
podcast.
podcast.
LOL.
Listen,
He
man.
said pause. What you calling him?
Daddy.
But so
repeated.
so what about you?
I already said I wouldn't. But that's just based off of me. Like, I just wouldn't.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
No, I definitely respect it because
Speak, my brother.
It's
But before you ask this question, let me say something real quick. I do feel like everyone should respect a parent's decision to do whatever they want with their kids. Like, you don't necessarily have to agree with it, but you should respect it. That's their child. That's how they were
I
raised.
said that already.
That's what they do with their kids. And I also think that people should respect the fact that people feel different.
To this comment.
Your opinion has boundaries. Please remember that. Like, don't think you can overstep those boundaries by.
Come on, Kayleen. I'm ready to answer your question.
Who's Kayleen?
Kayleen Hawkins.
She said, you think a 4-year-old gonna have a whole detailed thesis on why he wants a dollhouse? Good luck. They want it because they see it with their eyes.
But how do you know that though? How do you know what a child's gonna do? You speak for all
I
children?
mean, looking at Kyrie, his son probably gonna come out with a bow tie or some shit like that.
I don't know. I don't know what my child's gonna do. I just know that I can try to guide him the way I can. That's the best I can do.
But you're not guiding him. You're letting him guide
How
you.
am I not guiding him?
Ooh.
I'm guiding him the way I want to guide him.
If he could sit there at 4 years old and convince you to buy him a box of fucking sugar to eat on the floor while watching a movie.
But we didn't talk.
Why would you want that, son?
But why is it?
Why do you want the sugar?
Because it looks good and I'm really hungry,
confused.
Dad.
Fuck it, just take it, son. Just take it,
Why is it
son.
wrong to talk to my child and ask them questions of why they want something?
That's not what I'm saying.
But you just
you're saying that your child, you said that a 4-year-old can alter your decision on why you would do something that you wouldn't normally do.
You acting like children can't alter your decisions any other ways. You say your child says, "Oh, I want this," and you buy it for them. And you in your mind said, "No, I don't want to buy it," but you end up buying for them. Did that not alter their decision?
That's different. You're saying your first reaction is no, but they can fucking convince you to buy it.
Maybe they could. Maybe they could. Maybe they could.
That's actually gonna be running.
What is so wrong?
You're letting a 4-year-old take control.
I'm letting my 4-year-old God
himself?
No. I'm letting my 4-year-old be able to speak their mind and be able to say how they feel and what they want. That's just how I feel. We all may do things differently, but with me, I don't want to feel like
where you're saying you're gonna let them speak. Yes, you let them speak, but the decision that you make after they speak is what I'm saying. Is weird.
And then that's fine. We all have difference of opinions. I don't feel like it's weird. I just feel like it's my logic. Just like it's your logic.
Just to let you know, your kids ain't coming in his case.
He already
His kids gonna be bullies.
But see, here's the thing.
You playing with Dollhouse?
But the thing about it is, I may not have a kid that may play with Dollhouse. It's just me trying to be more like
diplomatic.
Yeah, I'm a diplomatic person. This is who I am as a person. I just don't feel like I'm gonna sit there and be like, no. Because my problem is later down the line, I told you no, and you end up still doing it.
So that's what you're scared of.
It's not scared of.
You're building up communication.
Yeah,
with your kids.
I didn't have that in my household, so I want to have a healthy communication with my kids and be able to talk to them from the young age and give them that. My bad. I'm passionate about this topic. Give them that to be able to speak their mind and say how they feel. Even if I disagree with it, we sit there and say children don't have a mind of their own, but they do have a mind of their own.
But the thing is, it's like if you disagree with it, will you act on you disagree with it, or will you say, even though I disagree, you can do what you want?
So here's the thing. I will try to see it from their perspective, and if they're coming with something that makes sense, then why not? I feel like at that point, it's like, if my son is be able to articulate what they're saying, what is it that I can sit there and say no to?
If your daughter says, "Dad, I really want to eat these brownies before I eat my chicken and rice." I really want to eat
Yo, I actually wanted to ask y'all about this, but after the question.
It's different scenarios, so it's
just before y'all finish, that whole story about shit in the corner, made it up. Go ahead.
Nigga.
No, you didn't.
I was joking.
Swear to God.
He's trying to clean up history.
Wearing diapers.
He's just trying to clean up history, y'all.
Swear to God. And I'll play like that. Swear to God.
Why you had to say it? Why you had to say you was joking?
I believed it.
He like, damn, yo, I just told him I'd be
you ain't alone. Now you do the same thing.
Nah, you
right,
all
right. I'm gonna respond to that other comment.
You wanna go? I mean, it's the same. I'm asking the same thing over and over again. I'm just asking different scenarios, but basically it's like.
Let me read this. France Mitchell said.
You can't read.
Michael? That's not Michael.
You're right, sorry.
He said, facts. Respect how people want to raise their kid. Colleen said, I will be raising my children. They won't be raising me, nor will we be. I will support them in things that fuel their happiness. But as the parent, I will deny certain things for guiding purpose.
So what about the dad?
I respect your opinion. I disagree with it, but I respect it.
I agree with her.
I definitely agree with that.
I heard a lot of I. We forgetting about the other parent.
Well, I mean,
are we forgetting about that?
As parents, we need to guide our children.
I feel like
how we feel.
Let me just say this. I feel like how we saying it now is cool, but when another party's involved, it's a totally different situation.
That's why you got to make sure the person that you marry or whoever you're with is on the same page.
But you also got to understand if you're hands-on.
But you can be on the same page, but a different book.
That's true. But I feel like
it's literally not possible.
Alright, so if you on page 29, I'm on page 29. I'm booked out the same. Oh, we got
you can't be on the same page in a different book.
You can't be on the same page in a different book.
Yes, you can.
You could be on page 29. You could be on page 29.
It's a different book.
Don't be the same.
It's not the same. Yo, fuck y'all, man.
Even the light agreed.
The light just went off.
Like,
I'm
nigga,
out.
Alright, so here's
what.
Here's why.
Yo, I'm not gonna repeat it, but
What you said?
I said the light said I'm out on these dickheads.
That's not what you said.
That's what he said.
No.
What you doing?
This nigga said, I'm out on these dickheads.
Oh man.
Alright, so let's talk this email.
Oh yeah, we got questions. The first time.
Interesting.
No.
You have questions.
But this is
You know, I
first...
drafted a whole response.
I know you did, and
Did
we
you?
appreciate you. But that's not what I was trying to say. The reason.
No, I didn't send it. I decided on not sending it because.
Why?
Because it.
And we're gonna answer it here anyway.
Alright, for everybody who's confused.
Thank you.
We just got our first email sent into Yah Mans and Them Live.
So if you didn't know, you can email us at yahmansandthemlive@gmail.com. Send us any of your topics, scenarios, anything you want for us to discuss the next episode.
Yes.
You can also ask us direct questions. If you want to ask Kyrie some questions, because I had a lot of questions for him today. And
That's fine.
I'm still gonna have. We're gonna continue this talk.
I'm ready and willing to
And
answer
y'all want to
more
put
questions.
the email out there so they know?
YMATL@gmail.com.
You wasn't listening?
I don't listen to you.
Okay, cool.
Let's
All right, so let's get into this question. Is the person anonymous or not?
Nah, yeah, they're anonymous.
All right, anonymous.
Wait, we all have emails, right?
Go ahead. Since you drafted a whole response, you might as well read the email.
Oh, he lied.
No, I didn't lie. Actually, I'm just reading the
He
question.
sent the email.
I did send an email in the group chat.
Ooh.
You gonna read it or no?
I gotta read it.
You can ask us questions about your relationship,
All right,
your
I'll
situation.
read the first question.
Get the opinion from
Actually,
5
no.
guys.
Actually, I'm gonna read this question. What are some important questions you should ask? What are some important questions you should ask when you first start dating someone? This is the one question I couldn't answer.
Because you love at first sight, little boy over there.
Yep, you're right. Butterflies in the sky.
Butterflies in the sky.
That sounds like an old song.
It's not.
So what are some questions? What are some questions that you should ask on the first date?
So yeah, what are some important questions you should ask when you first start dating someone?
Why do you like me?
Not necessarily the first
Are
date.
you a woman?
Just like when you first start.
So within your first few dates, these are some questions.
We
that you
fucking
should
or
cover.
not?
That's maybe an important question to you.
Is this a long-term thing or a short-term thing?
You really
Bro,
ask
it's
those questions in the beginning?
It's a first date.
No, it's not. It's more or less. Like,
What are you looking for?
All right, let's take our time and answer this because y'all all over the place.
This is why I didn't answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Everybody gotta say one thing.
Do you like
Be
the
serious.
way I
This
say
person,
one thing.
this person wants some real advice for a real situation.
You came to the right place, brother. Or
So
sister. I know.
don't listen to Gus.
All right. So shut up, nigga. So what questions would you ask on the first date? Starting with you.
You're
Austin.
It's not the first date. It's when you're initially.
Okay, let me
dating.
reread the question again.
You're initially dating.
So
We need to get
one
to
of
the
our loyal viewers sent amazing questions. I just want to say these questions were really good.
They were really good questions.
No, they were really good.
Yeah.
What are some important questions you should ask when you first start dating someone? Doesn't have to be a first date.
Try and, bro.
Just stay off the table.
Try and stay off the table and try and if you're gonna talk,
Yes, answer the question.
talking to me.
All right. So what are your interests? What do you like to do?
What
For
are
fun.
what are their interests? Some of the first things. How important is
Sex.
family to you?
Okay, that's a very good
Yeah.
question.
How
I
important
think
is
a
family?
good question is what is their occupation if they're in school or something like you know their actual background. What are they doing on a day-to-day basis? I feel like that's important to know. Like if you got somebody who's not doing that.
How do you feel about the government?
That can be an important question.
Your views on politics?
That'll let you know if that person's into politics or not.
If I want some first dates and
Yeah, I think that's the second
Are
date
you
for
a
me.
Republican or a Democrat? I'm like, oh, I think I use a bathroom.
Deuces.
Well,
That should
I'm
not
not
be-
none
that
of your
is-
business.
that is not-
I'm a leaving.
that is not your first date. That's not a first date question.
Yeah, and I feel like if you're of age, I feel like it's important to know if
How old
your
are you?
partner.
Oh, true.
You should know that. If your partner has kids, like the person you're dating, if they have kids or something like that, like, but I mean, people
I didn't
date.
even get my answer. You over here giving away everything.
I'm sorry, y'all take too long.
Come on,
I'm
that
sorry.
didn't take too long. I didn't get a turn.
I'm trying to get the
Yeah,
people
we
some
asked
content.
How old are you? What, you in high school?
Go
You
ahead.
ain't gonna ask how old somebody
No,
is
bro.
before you date?
No, I'm gonna ask, but I'm gonna hope that the person that I'm meeting is within my age bracket.
So I'd rather be direct than hope, nigga.
Sometimes-
That's how you get a case.
All right.
Nigga
Ooh, I don't know where you
I
mean
just-
these
oh.
phrases.
nigga be in court. I hope she was the right age.
You said your interest, right? Like what they're into. That's what you
Yeah.
said. All right. So I would just ask like, where they would like to travel. Ooh. Cause that
you gonna take it in?
Take you there. I wanna go. Speaking on dreams and aspirations, things that we want to do, that could be a conversation within itself, Drew. We don't all have the frequent flyer miles, okay? Okay.
Oh, that was a good one?
Oh, you fly a school bus.
Did you see me laugh? I didn't laugh.
Doing mad movements with your face.
What's the next question?
What's the next question?
Y'all getting off topic
So
again.
my question I was gonna say is, what are your thing? What are you passionate about? You know, what leads you in life?
Oh, that's a good question.
You know, what is your goals? What are your
Passions is
aspirations?
definitely important.
Yeah, find out what the other person's
laughing?
passion is. Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
All right,
I got a problem.
what's the next question?
Yeah, you do.
Intentions. I think intentions. Asking them like
Where-
you know where
Goals.
where do you see this going? Like us dating, whatever.
Yeah.
First date?
But that's the first.
No, not first. He said initially dating. So you could be a couple of dates in or so.
Are you courting me?
Oh, this fucking courting word, man.
Oh God.
Somebody throw that word in the garbage.
Is this a courtship or a date ship?
I said the question, Austin. Is it a courtship or a date ship?
Date ship.
Are you date
Can you
shipping?
court somebody?
Are you date ship?
You court.
Because we know you don't
Are
court,
you
so
date
you're date shipping.
For me, I don't court.
You don't
How you
court.
know I don't court?
Do you court?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
We
just
We had a whole
episode
show
on
about
court.
courting, and I still don't understand why that's like.
Courtship or
All right,
date ship?
so I got a question.
Look
I
at
got a
that
question.
Next
They
question.
don't have a question. I don't have a question. They have a question. This is actually a good one. How do you get out of sending nudes to someone?
Get out of sending.
Yeah,
nudes?
like you don't want to send nudes.
Okay, seriously, like y'all want, go ahead, y'all talk, go ahead.
But you don't want to answer this question?
I do, but I want y'all to talk.
All right, how to get out of sending nudes? All right, so if a chick wants my nudes, how do I get out of it? I'll just not do it.
Good. All right.
I'm glad you
Great
just did
answer.
that simple answer.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that. Just say I do not want to send you nudes. That literally that's it.
But let's not act like if a
You
girl
gotta know
asks
what you're
if
gonna
a girl asks for nudes and you don't want to send it, saying I don't want to send it automatically means your dick is small to her.
Well, I don't give a fuck about her if she think my dick's small.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm not
though.
sending you if
Like,
I don't feel comfortable sending you nudes. I'm not gonna send you fucking nudes.
And it's not about the size.
Like
of
it's
the
not.
boat.
That's not.
some
gonna,
people would rather. Some
It's
people
the
would
ocean
rather.
that is drowning in.
Some people would rather give an excuse than rather just say no. I'm not sending it.
I'd be like, see, you can see it in
But
person.
that's what I'm saying. You have the
That's what I was
option
gonna
to
say.
just say no.
Yeah, but I understand what that
Like, and
person is
you
saying.
could say no and not give a fuck what the other person is talking about. Like
play-
you don't have to care what they think.
right.
They're gonna think I have a small dick. No, I just don't want to send you
It's
fucking
respect
nudes.
your
That's
privacy.
it. Yeah.
That's
You
it.
never
I don't know what you're gonna do with that picture. I don't know
It's
if you're
not
gonna print it
about
out.
sending
You ever
No, I'm
send-
asking. I'm asking. You ever
Yeah, I
seen it?
have. But
You
it's
said
my-
the nude that you didn't want to send.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
the question. It's the question is.
That's-
Wait, you
gotta-
said a nude
gotta
that you
get-
didn't want to
you gotta
send?
get strong.
Not that I
on
didn't
that.
want to send, but I sent the nude where I was like, I don't feel like sending nothing. But I was at the gym, so I just
Shoot.
took a picture.
If I don't want
You
to
was at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just.
Wait,
The dumbbell. Like,
It wasn't
They
that I
call me
didn't want to send it, but it was
Armstrong.
like it felt more of like an inconvenience. I was like, I gotta send it, but if
So-
I didn't want to send it, I wouldn't.
But so what would you say? That's the question.
As a woman,
But
what
what
would
he
you
was-
say?
What he was saying was he wants ways to see.
Okay, cool.
I'll say I'm busy, and I can't. There's people around. I can't send a nude.
Two types of screenshots.
No,
they
you could know
They
that
got a
somebody
button on the
screenshot.
FaceTime now where if you
Yeah.
they press the button, you can know that they took a picture, or
Yeah.
you could do the other screenshot.
If you do it the
gonna know.
other way, do they still
No,
get a note?
they won't know.
So.
and that should have taken a live photo, so you see a little moving.
She look like P Diddy.
Yo,
Take that.
y'all ever screenshotted a girl like off of FaceTime?
Nah.
No.
That's never been my thing. No.
I'm
If you
with
send,
that.
if you,
I've done it. I've
if
just
you
told
send
her
it
that
to
I
me,
did.
if you send it to me,
Yeah.
like cool.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
violate you because.
I'd be like, yo, I'm about to take a picture.
Oh, you telling you about to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's different.
I don't do
but-
it like
Yeah,
without her knowing.
sneaky shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got another question.
Sir.
Wait, no lie. I used to have like a photo. When I was younger, I used to have a photo shoot with my
Elementary
shit.
school, my brother. Yeah.
A what?
Here we getting the
Elementary
angles,
school.
like, hey, with the Henny bottle. Hey,
That was only one time.
Hold on.
Cause you gotta get, it's easier for a girl to take news than it is for a dude to take news. That's
It
how I
just
feel.
looks
Wow.
mad weird
Uh-oh.
for a dude to.
Girls
Uh-oh.
say that too.
Girls say that?
Yeah, girls say that it's weird for them to take news. Like, I know girls who say like pussy not pretty.
Nah. Listen. It's easier for them to take news. All right.
Just
all right. For a dude, you gotta get the right angle. You shit got. You know what I'm saying? You at least.
Nah, niggas gotta be like, yo.
You know what I'm saying? You at least.
Well, they gotta make sure their lips ain't chapped.
I mean, you drip. Whoa. Next question.
How was it funny?
How many questions we got? 4 or 3?
4.
Okay.
Let's go.
We have 4.
That last question was a doozy.
Wait, I ended that shit?
So
That's
we
messed
got
up.
more of a doozy one.
No, I'm talking about the last one.
No, he has another doozy for you.
That's what I was
No, not the last question.
No.
I'm
Okay.
talking about the last on the list.
The lip
yeah,
was
that's actually what I was
I was just like,
I thought you were.
All right, let's ask the question.
So, can you respect someone you do not trust, comma, and can you trust someone you do not respect?
What?
What's the first
Why
one?
did you say comma? Like, wait, hold
It
on.
was a comment.
Alright, so what's the first part? Read the first part.
Can you trust someone you do not? Can you respect someone you do not trust?
Yes.
I got that wrong.
Can you respect someone that you do not trust?
Yeah.
I can respect someone I don't trust.
yeah, I can too.
I can't. I can respect you for a certain thing, but does mean I trust you in a
I
certain
can respect you, but I don't fuck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because of that, I don't
Like,
trust
I'm
you.
still respectful, like, you
Yeah.
know, but I don't trust
Yeah. I've said that before. I've been in that situation. Yeah.
So the question was,
The second question?
no, I'm about to answer. Can you respect someone you do not trust? If there's a reason why I don't trust you, I don't respect you. That's just my opinion.
You don't respect them at all.
I don't, because
there's a
at
reason
some
you don't
point,
trust
if you did something that I don't respect you, I'm not gonna disrespect you, but that don't mean I trust you.
But what if they rock with you, but they did
They
something?
can't rock with me if I don't trust you.
No. Listen, what I'm saying. What if they rock with you and then they did something? You saw something they did to somebody else, but they was like, oh, I would never do that to you, and that put you in a position to be like, I don't really fuck with them.
I don't trust them.
Wait, but what if it's somebody that
You don't respect them.
Hey,
Yeah,
are there people in this world that you respect but you don't know them? Like basically,
I'm sorry, wait, I'm confused. On
so
that
basically,
question.
like a celebrity or somebody that you respect based off of what they accomplish, but you don't know them.
Yeah, actually, you're right.
All right, and because you don't know them, why would you trust them?
It's kind of saying.
But
like,
I don't trust them.
It's
though.
kind of saying like.
But you
it's kind of
respect
saying
them,
like a
though.
stranger in the street. Like you don't trust a stranger in the street, but if they came up to you and have a conversation, you'd respect them because you know you just
You're right.
respecting them. You don't necessarily have to trust
So
them.
you're right. No,
Ha-ha!
it's more of like a personal thing. But you're right.
Kyrie has been Kyried.
I will agree.
Kyrie
I
keeps
will.
hitting the table.
I will
Take that. Why are you slapping the shit out the table?
Hey,
I just realized this nigga like this. Word, I agree.
What's
And,
what's
the
the other
second one
part?
was, can you trust someone you do not respect?
Oh, you read the email.
That's a no.
Yeah,
That's a hell.
Can I trust
if
one?
I don't
you
respect
what?
you, I'm not trusting you.
Yeah.
Can you what? What
Can
was
you
the
trust
question?
someone you?
You
Nigga, you got the
don't
question
respect.
in front of you.
I just wanted to see. You know,
Can you trust someone you do not respect?
Can you trust someone you do not respect?
Nah,
Nah.
Oh,
because you ain't gonna want to.
Yeah, I don't respect you. Why the fuck would I
Yeah,
respect
exactly.
you?
See,
At the same
No,
time,
no,
at the same
no,
time,
no,
I
no.
would-
Let me
I
hear
can,
something. Let me
I
hear
could
something.
not respect you for being
Nah, I
a
can't
chump,
trust you.
but
Yep.
I can trust you with my money because you pay me back so many times. So yeah,
nah.
now, I may not respect how you are with women, but I do trust you with business.
So you categorize respect like around about a person?
I think you could trust.
It's like I respect you in terms of finances, but
But
I
I-
respect you in terms of friendship.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't trust you at all.
I have a cousin who I don't.
Respect?
When it comes to like money and stuff, he's a known thief.
Damn.
So
What's his name? Cousin Skeeter.
Cousin Chill? Yo, chill.
Yeah, I hear
He's
something.
not gonna put his cousin out there like
You got
that.
headphones or something over there?
What?
Anyway, but yeah, I have a cousin that
I
I
gotta
don't.
walk across the street, so I gotta make sure I know what the hell is going on.
I wouldn't trust with money, but you know.
Wait, so are you answering the question?
I was trying to, but I was saying I don't respect him in certain aspects because he steals, and I don't respect that.
But do you trust him?
But with certain things, I would trust him. Like if it came down to like me getting into something, I would definitely trust him with my
your
life.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So it can work both ways.
So you won't trust him with your money, but you'll trust him with your life.
sketchy.
I'm sorry, I can't. If I can't trust you with my money, I can't trust you with nothing.
I've been in situations to where it had to go down, and he was there for me.
Alright.
But when it came to money, it's like almost like a mental disorder. Like he can't not take it.
So he was like, I take a punch for Drew, but I'm taking money from Drew.
I'm gonna let Drew get punched. I'm gonna take a little dollar out of his pocket. Then I'm gonna get punched.
Damn, Drew, you alright?
That's my payment.
That's a nice watch.
You good?
That's my payment.
Shit, that's a nice watch.
I see your wallet fell. Here you go.
So,
all right, let's go.
That's the last question.
If a guy asks a girl out, do you think the girl should pay or should? Okay, so he said it wrong, but if a guy asks a girl out, do you think the girl should pay or should they pay, but should you pay? That's probably what he meant.
Say it again.
It was incorrectly worded.
No, say it how
I
you
say
say
it
Girl,
right.
ask a guy out, do you think the girl should pay or should you pay?
I think
Or
if
should
a girl,
I'm guessing she's a girl, so she's saying should you pay? Like she's a girl.
If a girl asks a guy out, do you think the girl should pay? Or so should you pay? So if a girl asks you out, should the girl pay or should you pay?
she shouldn't expect me to pay.
But that's not the question.
She shouldn't expect me to pay.
I'm gonna have money just in case because you don't know what would happen. But I'm not. And if you taking me out, I'm not expecting to pay.
Okay.
I'm gonna pay.
If I'm agreeing to go out, I'm agreeing that I'm gonna spend money.
Yeah.
Okay, but the question
If she throws the gesture out like, "Hey, I'm gonna pay for it," cool.
But if she said I'm gonna take you out,
I'm still expecting to pay.
I'm still expecting.
So then the principle should remain that if you say you ask a girl out, should she be expecting to pay?
No, I'm gonna pay either way.
So let's. Okay,
my intentions is if I'm choosing to go out, I have to pay, right? Like I know I'm gonna I can pay.
Okay.
We can make the decision. Hey, do you want to do it? Like when the bill comes, like how do you, if you don't mind, I'll pay. I don't mind. Like
So
I can't.
Oh, so you doing the chick? You doing the chick though? You be like, okay.
Nah, it's just
my question.
I feel like it's not a big deal to me, to be honest.
What if you take the lead and you say I wanted to go somewhere?
Right,
Are you
billionaire.
expecting her?
Bill Gates.
Austin Gates.
Got
No, it's not you.
So,
So
like,
I feel like people make that shit such a big deal, and it's not that big of a deal.
So I'm asking you, it's like, let's say you taking her out.
Come, you guys.
Are you expecting her to even think about, let's say if you don't have it or something like that, to pull out her money, or are you all gonna pay?
I'm not gonna go out unless I know I have money to pay. So it's like I'm not gonna expect her to pay it all. Like if I go and I say, hey, let's go Dutch, whatever they call it, right? But like, have you been on a date where it's like y'all argued about who's paying the bill?
No.
Exactly. So why do people make it such a big deal?
But this is a different situation. It says the person is taking you out.
So,
sir, it does matter.
Yes
if you
or
go,
no?
If you
Yes
go
or
out
no?
with the expectation that somebody's taking you out, this woman just is like, all right, I'm gonna take you out. I'm treating. If she says I'm treating,
That's different.
you coming with the
That's
expectation.
different.
All right,
That's a whole
but
nother word.
she's taking you out. She's taking you out.
Saying and her inviting you
I
out.
don't mean I'm treating.
Her inviting you out is different from her saying I'm treating. It's different.
Wait, hold on.
No. She's taking you
It's
out.
not different.
How is it not
The
different?
question,
Because
the way
she's
the
still-
question is work, the way he's asking the question, if a girl takes you out, so that's implying that she probably implied that she's going to pay.
Yeah. You can't take anybody out without having the money to take somebody out.
Now I'm about to ask y'all, is it
Like, how
does
you
it mean
not-
the same if a guy says the same thing?
That's so annoying.
Nah, because I was about to say something. I've been trying to say something this whole time. Man, yo, shut your ass up.
I
Shut your ass up.
You got that fucking
Shut
shit
your ass. Yo, my man. Yo, I'm about to.
Yo, we really gonna have to fight
some
like
real
that.
We
shit.
was having a
Shut
good
up.
conversation. Y'all spending
Y'all
time.
doing
Let's
y'all
go.
both
So-
bitches. Y'all
so-
doing this.
Shut the fuck up.
Just say something. Come on. Cause y'all gonna go all off track.
So what I was gonna ask is basically, if a dude says, "I'm asking you out," and a girl say, "I'm asking you out," doesn't mean the same. Like if I'm saying I want to take you out as a male, and if a woman says I want to take you out as a female,
is that double standard?
does it mean the same thing?
It means you're gonna fucking go out with the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't have nothing to do with finance. It doesn't mean that I have to pay.
No.
You. What do you think?
So
I think when you say, "Oh, I'm going to take you out," that's saying you're gonna handle it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
If you taking me out, if I take you out, that means I'm gonna handle it. So vice versa, if she takes me out, I expect her to handle it.
I agree with you. I feel like I've heard the same opinion from women. They say, "Why am I supposed to be paying if you invited me out? If you asked to take me out, why am I paying?" They get upset when they be like, "Yo,
don't get it."
So y'all been in that situation?
No,
I've never been in that
So
situation.
how y'all know people be like,
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you that from other people's experience. That's what they say. I talk to women.
Who be fronting, bro? I ain't never seen nobody argue at no table about who paying.
It's not about arguing. Nobody wants. I don't think, for the most part, unless they I'm about to say something. I don't think people would have a scene in a restaurant, in an establishment. I think if the chick comes, she's like, and the nigga like, even though he invited her, she gonna pay for her shit.
I think it's more so a personal thing. Like with me and you, we like if a girl, can I finish? If a girl invites us, if the girl invites us out, right?
The tangerines.
If a girl invites you out, you in your mind think like I'm most likely gonna take care of the bill, regardless of whether or not someone.
No.
That's not what you said.
What did he say?
You said that.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'm not done.
Because my thing is, okay.
I'm not done. Number one, but go ahead. No.
Go ahead,
I want to hear what you said.
No, my bad. I cut you off. Go ahead.
Anyway, you said that's not what he said. I said that he said that if the girl invites you out, then most likely you're gonna take care of the bill.
Yeah, I mean, I go out with the intentions, right? Like knowing if I ain't got it to go out, I'm not gonna fucking go out.
Exactly.
But he's saying that you're gonna take care of the whole bill.
Yeah.
But is that your intention, or are you? If there's a possibility that she literally puts her card out and says I'm paying, are you gonna pay?
No, because she's gonna pay.
So that's he's saying that automatically he's gonna pay no matter what. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
If she offers to pay, you're
no. That's what I was trying to get to. Unless she tells me it's on me, like I'm treating you like I'm gonna pay for it, then I'll be like, alright, that's it. But if she be like, hey, let's go to the movies. I'll come pick you up. I bet. Let's go. We got the movie theater. We get the popcorn.
All right, but that's not what the question entailed. That's different. If somebody says, all right, come to the movies with me. Let's chill. All right, boom. We could go to the movies.
My answer is I'm paying. I'm paying unless it's implied.
No,
unless
first
she
of all,
tells
talking
me.
about a substitute teacher. Don't just cut me off like that. I'll let you speak.
Unless she tells me that she's paying, I'm paying.
Okay.
From the jump.
I mean that's all your preference. I just feel like it's a principle. Like if I invite you guys somewhere and I say, yo, I want you guys to come with me, X, Y, Z, I obviously have to pay for you guys. That's just my feeling. Like
what? So if you invite us somewhere, you have to pay for us?
Yes, because I invited you to go there.
So if I invite all of y'all out to go out like at night, I gotta pay for all of y'all.
Can you invite me out more?
Word. I've never heard that.
I got you.
Maybe first round of drinks is on me, but like.
I mean, but you using it as a gender thing. I'm using it as a principle matter.
Personally, if a girl asks me out, I'm not thinking she has to pay. But
I could have sworn you just said something else.
He did.
You definitely just said that you would you agreed with Kyrie a second ago. Now you're saying that
because I like to cover.
You want her to pay. You want her to treat you if she asks you out.
I wanted to act like it. She doesn't have to.
What that means?
Act like it.
I don't know what that means.
Like, I'm gonna put it this way.
Yeah, brother.
If you put it out there like, oh, I want to take you out, blah blah blah. You put it out there that you're paying for it. I'll fall back.
But like I'm treating you.
Yeah, but like if I got bread on me and I could pay for myself, I'll pay for myself. I might fuck around paying for you if you give it up.
It's Yah Mans and Them live.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's a gender thing, going back to what you were saying, because I've been out with male friends and it's like we go out, we'll probably eat something. He's like, don't worry, they just give the card, whatever. I said, cool. Next time we go out, but I'll make the gesture. Hey, don't worry, we cool.
Yeah,
that's. Yeah. He's like, yeah.
I was just saying that I feel like he was making it more of a gender thing because he was saying like, no matter what.
Yo, he got a name because he's saying that with his eyes.
His name is Drewski.
Drew, Judgmental Drew was saying that no matter what, in his mind, he's gonna pay.
Yeah.
He's going with the intentions of.
When did I ever mention a gender?
But I'm saying we're talking about taking a girl out. I'm talking about the principle of the matter. Like if you invite me, I don't care if you're a girl, male, or female. I'm thinking that you are going to pay.
Unless they do otherwise.
Unless they say like I ain't got the money. I mean, if they tell me at the place, then obviously I'm gonna have to have the money. But if they tell me prior and be like, well, then I'm not going. Because if you don't have the money, why should I go?
Well, that's your principle.
Yeah, and we all don't have to agree on that. That's just
Austin and Drew are manly men, right?
Yeah,
it's not being manly.
It's not about being manly.
It's about what? Look, what is it about? Quick.
That's just my principle.
As a man, right?
If I decide I'm going out, I'm gonna pay for it.
If you broke as hell, if you broke as hell,
I'm not going out.
Exactly.
Point blank.
If I don't have money, I'm not going.
Exactly. She want to take you out. She bowling.
If she treat, I'll go.
Yeah. If she
makes it clear that she's gonna treat, Cool.
Austin, I want to go out.
Oh my
I'm
god.
pop. I don't got no I'm pop. I don't got no bread. Oh, I'm treating. Oh, cool. I'll go.
Okay. Let's go. Pick me up
That's
at 8.
it's as easy as that.
Pick me up at 8.
So they have to
Can you put on
literally
my
say.
shoes too?
So you say that.
So anonymous emailer.
Okay.
I don't get it.
So anonymous emailer, don't make it a big deal.
Nah, this was some dope ass questions. Don't overthink it.
We really didn't answer. We all gave our own answers, which is, you know,
Good.
I wonder who he or she is gonna take.
Don't make it a big deal. You don't want to be that person at the table arguing about the bill.
Yeah, absolutely. And make sure if you are going out on a date, you have enough money to pay for both of you.
Listen, if we're
Just
talking about
in case.
bill
Or
etiquette,
just you.
if we're talking about
Forget the
bill
other
etiquette,
person.
I've been in situations.
Yo,
I
this
could
nigga
give
bring
you
up
a
one
whole. I could give you a whole breakdown of how to handle it, how I didn't handle it right.
Next time on Yah Mans and Them Live.
Email me and I'll let you know what to do. If somebody say they just want to go drink some water, tell them hell no.
You got niggas skip out?
Nah,
That shit happened to me, bro.
Oh, you mean at the table they just say, I just want water?
Nah, they just not. What they say is, can I go and drink water? I'm like, nigga, you can drink water at your own fucking house. Like, fuck, you want to come and sit down at a restaurant where it's a whole fucking dinner and you want to drink water?
Yo, I haven't come across that in a long ass time.
Wait, I got.
Like someone not being able to pay their bill, or like you having to go through it with the bills at the table.
I think it stopped.
Oh shit.
Did it?
Yeah, we went over.
We did. We definitely
We were here for a while. I'm not gonna lie.
Shit.
Yeah, the memory card full. It's not that big of a
Shit.
memory card.
You now watch
Damn.
Yah Mans and Them.
I wish it kind of
Alerted.
yeah, like beep beep or something.
You probably didn't notice.
I wanna beep beep beep. Take me home.
Alright, so thank you, Anonymous, for sending those
Yes,
messages.
for our first
Questions.
question to
I
Yah Mans and Them
was
Live.
communicating.
Did he hear what we said?
Alright, cool.
Do you have any
Yeah,
more
what we
comments
said.
or we good?
Nah, that's it.
Right.
Good.
You just
Did they
finished
have
watching.
an answer?
Yeah, you know they can hear it on there.
I'll wait.
Sorry, I was just asking a very question.
You just finished watching Yah Mans and Them Live. I'm your man's Gus the Third.
I'm your man's Bello.
I'm your man's Austin Felix.
I'm your man's Kyrie.
I'm your man. And I'm your man Shakespeare.
You know.
And this was
Yah Mans and Them Live.
Hit it, Austin.
Hit it.
Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right. Come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five. Who you kidding? Yeah, it's Yah Mans and Them. It's Yah Mans and Them. Ladies, you can pull up. We could talk, give advice. Fellas, we could laugh. We could joke about life. Gus, Shake, Kyrie, Bella, Austin, get it right. Yeah, it's Yah Mans and Them. It's Yah Mans and Them. Come and kick it with the coolest young man you can sit in. Going through some shit will get you right. Come and listen. Y'all ain't messing with the starting five. Who you kidding? Yeah, it's Yah Mans and Them. It's Yah Mans and Them. Ladies, you can pull up. We could talk, give advice.